Here we go. Seems that. What do you need? A kernel panic at this end. Very rare for me. Very rare. Sorry about that. I must have had too much stuff running. Sorry about that. In the middle of a stream, no less. Anyway, my apologies. Sorry. We're experiencing technical issues. Now let's finally get some work done, Dave. Sorry about that, guys. Excuse me. My apologies. Technical issues. Amateurs who try to work over their pay grade. Okay, let's get some work done. Where do I need to be here? Center location here, looking good. Up and running. I forget what I was doing that caused the crash. What was I going to do? I forget. Oh, look in the mailbox or something. Let's leave it. We don't need to look in the mailbox. The point was, there were a lot. When I was here with Jed this morning, just before he left, we looked at the mailbox. And there were dozens and dozens and dozens. I don't know how many. 30, 40. So the point I guess I was trying to make was that we put our notification about the gift print out a few weeks ago, and then a couple more notifications. And some people ordered it, but there's no big deal until all of a sudden we put out the notification that mentions here are the post office deadlines coming up, December the 6th or December the 11th, and whatever dates they are. It's different from each country. And that's what puts the fire under people, and then they're thinking, oh my God, if I don't get going on this, I'm in trouble for the end of December. So Ome is standing by. They will be busy shipping today. Cameron's he's gonna get here, but he's not gonna want to sit here fooling around with me for too long. He wants to get going on his order desk. So he may just pop in and say hello and then disappear upstairs. I'm not sure. This next week or so now for us online is going to be, of course, one of the busiest weeks of the year. They're mostly not larger, expensive prints that sell, of course. For the gift season, it's the smaller prints, the $30, $40 prints. So sales-wise, it's not the biggest time for us, as in, volume, dollar volume. But in quantity, number of orders, it's the biggest part of our year. And he's actually pretty happy about what's going on because we rebuilt over the past few months. We've rebuilt a whole bunch of parts of the software to make it easier for him to process these orders. It used to be when people ordered, 6 prints and asked for them to be sent to 6 different addresses, our software couldn't handle that easily. And we'd sit there manually preparing labels and stuff, but now we've got it covered. Our software has grown in capabilities. We can handle that. Well, precedence, using the word precedent or something. That's a bit too long and pretentious. So you could see and hear me. So I'm sitting here like a dork, and I couldn't see anything, just a blank screen. So it froze at first, then it moved to a different monitor, then it went blank. So sorry about that. The local post on strike. That's on, where is that? Finland, Scandinavia somewhere, right? They're on strike right now. Yeah, on location. This is interesting too. So there's some interesting ideas coming up here. Thanks, guys. Keep at it. Keep at it. Don't stop. On location. Yeah. We were actually chatting about that with Jed last night. One idea was there was some aspect of scouting locations, right? People are making movies where we do this. They send out scouts to scout for good locations. And Miyazaki-san did this himself or what, I don't know. But so yeah, scouting for locations or on location or whatever. Yeah. Keep them coming. There was also the idea we could try and wrap in the concept of nostalgic or whatever, because these locations are all, as with those Ghibli animated features, there's a very, very heavy dose of nostalgia in all of this stuff, because those things are not set in the future or the present, they're set for the most part in the past. One of the ideas that I've always thrown away about a nostalgic journey, but that's not good enough. But there is very much that aspect of it in there. going to take us longer to find the title than it does to make the first print. Another aspect to this too, which we haven't decided, but it's going to have to get decided pretty soon, is the question of, do the prints just go out bare by themselves with no commentary? Back in the old days when I sent out prints myself as subscriptions, every print went with a small commentary, a story, whatever, just 100 words or 200 words, mentioning a few things. It might have been explaining about what the actual print was, who designed it when I was making reproductions, or why I chose this, or some technical thing that was in the print. And just always a sheet included in the packaging went with all of my subscription prints, so to give people something to look at and read and whatever when they got the print, rather than just open package, there it is, close it, and you're gone.
Good morning.
Cameron's saying low.
Fewer people in here than I expected.
He's at the Yamatani Museum. He wants to be there in line when they open up.
Oh, wow.
He's got a tight schedule. He wants to do that. He's got some sketching to do. I guess that's one of the museums that allows sketching, I guess.
Oh, okay.
They've got some kind of with screens or whatever that he wants to incorporate into something he's doing.
Cool.
So he wanted to sit there sketching this morning.
Got it.
And so he wants to be first in line. I know. So he's over there.
All right.
And he's walking over there.
Probably sketch on his way then.
Oh, I know.
I don't know how far that is. I don't know where the museum is, but cool. All right. Are you? Cat.
So.
So no camera for this one. Remember, you were going to perhaps carve something else later today. Is that right?
No, Johnstown's going to do that. He's coming in to pick up the blocks this morning.
Okay, great.
I may have to go to Ome this afternoon. Waiting for a note from Oyansa. Whatever. There's six threads or 6 conversations going on at the same time. To pick up what I was saying, just before Cameron opened the door, I used to do stories or explanations with all the prints all the time. I felt it really important. When we started doing our subscription prints here, we started with Chibi Heroes. And, what are you going to do? You can't write a story about that little Chibi Heroes print. It says, it's a gag print, so whatever. So we just went, bang, put them in a package, there's the name, there's the title, out they go. And we've followed that same pattern in recent years with these subscription prints that have come from Jed. What are we going to do? Dave's not going to write a story trying to explain who Ganon is. It just didn't make any sense. So out the prints went. This last year, we followed the same pattern. The prints go in a nice presentation folder, name, printer's name, carver's name, all that stuff, but no explanation.
Right.
This next year, there's a subtext and a sub-meaning to why these are there. Do we need to start doing that? Should a little 1 paragraph or 2 paragraphs, should Jed say something? Should I say something? I don't know.
Yeah.
And when you look at it, I was chatting with them about popular possible titles for this next year's series.
Right.
And they've been throwing back some
Possibilities.
possibilities. And there's also one more. I don't know. Jed-san took my room last night. I gave him my room because it's more comfortable. Gave the new bedding and stuff like that.
Right.
So I just crashed upstairs on the 3rd floor.
Right.
In the middle of the room there.
Yeah.
And during the night, we'd think about this. Jed and I had been chatting about this idea of a title for the series. During the night, I woke up. I got it.
Did you write it down?
No, because let me get in the story. Because I reached out and where am I? Oh my God, where am I? I wasn't in my room. I'm in my desk. My pencil is there. It's not there. But I knew if I don't write this down, it's gone. So I stumbled down the stairs to your desk. Whatever. I probably wrote this on the front of an invoice or something. I don't know. There's a 1 word written on a piece of paper on your desk at like 2 o'clock last night. And I forgot about it until just now, so I may have destroyed it. Whatever, it's just when you go up there, it's there. It starts with a P.
Okay.
That's all I can remember. 1 word written in a haze last night that starts with P, scribbled on a piece of paper, and it's sitting on your desk. And it may be just nothing to do with this, a twisted dream, or it may be the best title for this that we've ever had. So I don't know.
Leave them hanging. They're all probably wondering what is.
I'm wondering what it's. So if you don't mind, I don't want to send you around. Cameron's not a gopher, but could you find that piece of paper? Sorry.
See what we have.
Okay. It's probably nothing. It probably says poop or something. I have no idea. When you're asleep, it's Yeah, they're right up with the chrysanthemum. We still do that. So for our Hunger Club prints, of course, because these prints are sent as gifts. Mr. A is sending to Mr. B. Mr. B gets this. So like, what is this? So they need a little tiny write-up. Just Little one touch. What is this damn thing that you've just received? So we haven't been doing this with subscription friends. But this next year, I'm thinking that it might be important that we do this. Or conversely, it might be that we can't do this because it means mentioning the Ghibli word. I don't know. So maybe having no story is better. Look at that. It starts with a P.
It does. And it's legible.
And it's legible. And it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It says pilgrimage.
Just pilgrimage.
No, what do you mean? No, that's not what the title should be, just there, but that's incorporated. Or this origins, inspirations, whatever. These things have been coming. But maybe the word pilgrimage is in this. I haven't called this.
Yeah.
Nostalgic origins. Anyway, okay, wait. Sorry. Do you want to take over here? I should really do some work here. I guess you want to get upstairs because
a few orders came in yesterday.
I saw the count this morning before I came down. What was it? It was at 28 or something. I don't know what it is right now. So
plenty.
Actually, most of them should be pretty simple, I think. The big thing is there will be a lot of people asking, "Dear Auntie Doris, thank you very much for all the work," and those would come. But we're set for this, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look at that. That's not bad for whatever it was, 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I don't know what this is. Is that connected to that?
No, that was our...
Oh, the MailChimp one.
Yes, the MailChimp idea.
Good. Yeah. How's that? That's a great idea. Cameron did this yesterday, right? We and I were chatting about this.
And we put it in MailChimp, Instagram, and Facebook, I think.
Yes. Pilgrimage. Look at that. It's even spelled right.
It's even spelled right.
Don't lose it.
Don't lose it.
I won't know just where am I? Because I bumped into the desk loser. A moment,
like, this isn't my room.
It's a moment of panic.
Yeah.
Just a split second, but it's panic. Your normal cocoon, and you know where you are. Your normal bed, your normal everything. Yeah. Oh my God! I've been abducted by aliens or something. There was another funny one this morning. I guess it's okay to tell a story. It's a bit of a funny story about Jed, but it's okay. It doesn't make him look. It's okay. I can tell a story. He's on Utah time.
Us or you?
No. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. He's a nice guy. He's on Utah time, so we know he's going to be up. 3 o'clock in the morning. So before he went to bed, I gave him the routine. Jed, the bathroom is, showers, blah blah blah. And to get the breakfast, there's Denny's is upstairs from 7 all night. 24 hours. Say you is there. Can you just make sure? Because he's up at 3 o'clock in the morning. He's super hungry.
Be hungry.
Whatever. Yeah. So get him. So give him the drill. Oh no! One thing I didn't mention that I should have mentioned. Whatever. Yeah. I do hear a sound, and this is about 6 o'clock or something before my alarm goes off. There's water pouring.
Oh no!
He's gone to get a shower, but he hasn't taken off the drain cover because he doesn't know about that. Yeah. Our shower upstairs, it's refurbished from an old toilet. And the toilet was, it was a toilet sitting on the floor, and toilets have their own, what's it called? It's a trap.
Yeah.
Water sits in the toilet, so the drain doesn't smell up into the room because there's always water in the toilet. We took the toilet out, turned it into a shower. The downside, of course, is there you are. You're looking down into the sewer.
Yep.
And there was no room in the floor for us to raise the floor. So anyway, long story short, there's no trap in the shower. So when we're not using it, we put a piece of plastic over the floor.
Yep.
Plastic, which is like clear, invisible plastic. Once you start taking your shower, it becomes clear and invisible and non-existent.
Yeah.
So Jed doesn't know it's there. He's taking his shower.
And it's overflowing.
And of course, it starts overflowing. Oh, no. And I'm still asleep, and it starts overflowing. And he doesn't even know this because it's just overflowing out the door, out into the workshop.
Oh, no.
And at some point, I heard blop, 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 water, water, water. And
what's going on?
No, I got it. I instantly thought, shit, he's in the shower. So I go out there, and water is cascading over the edge of the shower.
Oh, no.
But Jed. And he's like, the building's on fire or something. What's going on? And I'm banging on the shower door, and he's like, what is happening? Is this Alfred Hitchcock Psycho or something?
Taking a shower at 4 in the morning.
Dave's trying to bang on the shower door.
Yeah.
He can't hear me because the shower's running, and I'm like, open that string.
Oh, no.
It must have been hilarious. I'm naked banging on the door. He's naked in the shower. So whatever, he cracks it, or Dave, what's going on? And he can see that. He cracks it, or he can now see what's going on. And he doesn't know what's on.
Why? Oh man.
So that's great. Great way to start your
Yeah.
day. So.
Last time for him as a house guest. They
It's
say.
okay. Just now he knows.
Yeah.
But I should have mentioned it before.
At least he knew how to turn on the hot water, so he wasn't just taking a frigid shower.
No, that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get a good start to the day here
Yeah.
at Hong Kong. So
Exciting start.
he had no way to tell. He's
Yeah.
in the shower. It's noisy shower. Water's cascading in the shower. So he
Yeah.
hears water cascading. That's what happens in a shower.
Yeah.
So he had no way to know. So I'm not, I'm not making him look like a fool. Just he didn't know.
Yeah. He didn't know about the bizarre bottom of the shower.
Yeah. Yeah.
and-
So.
yeah.
We have all these stories from upstairs with banging on bathroom doors and stuff. It's the same when you
Yeah.
put out.
Yep.
Open up! You're yelling at Jen.
What's going on?
What's going on? Who is this guy and why is he banging on the door?
Yeah. Put a notice in the shower. Beware the invisible plastic. Neighbors?
Or
Roommates?
was it outside or was it up in the room?
I'm not sure.
Also, this morning I forgot to take the paper out, and Coding Gummy does the usual thing, you know. Is
Where's the paper?
out today, you know? And I had, oh my God, and I forgot. Because with all that stuff this morning and
Right.
water and all that stuff, just my routine was totally destroyed. That's my excuse.
Yeah.
I didn't take the paper out, so Coding Gummy suggests it. Oops, Dave gets panic, runs upstairs.
Yeah.
There's no yellow buttons on the fridge. Nobody has frozen paper in there last night.
Oh.
So Rei-chan is painting that one, and Sugi's doing
that's
embossing,
right.
so...
Yeah.
So he got half a chocolate egg. So
Yeah.
it's a fun day today, I think. We'll start like this. The rest of the day can't be any worse.
Yeah.
Can't be worse.
Yeah. Thing, how much water was it? Is that you're going to be damaged? They're asking.
No,
or-
I just mopped it up. I got a couple of towels mopped it up. You know, I heard it early enough.
Yeah.
It's okay. No,
That's good.
I just mopped it up. You know. While Jim was finishing his shower, I got busy with
Clean up.
the floor's wet up there, but it's winter. The air is so dry. Everything's
Yeah.
so dry out in a few minutes.
That's funny. If you had just left it running, maybe you could have drowned the rats in between the
Now,
floors.
why didn't I think of that? Yes, yes. Or put them into a swimming pool or something.
Yeah.
Any more suggestions for the nearest series name for next year?
Yeah, another one just came up.
Incorporating-
Anime outtakes. So that's pun intended because they're all outdoors.
Yeah, interesting.
Anime pilgrimage, and that is a thing people talk about
Yeah,
going on an anime
yeah,
pilgrimage
yeah.
where they go visit
Yeah, the locations.
Sites, yeah.
So that might be.
inspiration locations of Japan.
Anime pilgrimage. I'm liking that. I guess I'm sorry. It's because it's my idea. I suppose. I'm sorry about that.
On location, in the frame.
I may head up to Ome today.
Okay.
If not today, then tomorrow for sure.
Yeah.
And we are now, she's crisis mode now on the blocks, on the wood. None of the wood we have now.
It's usable.
Super. And Kawasaki-san needs to start number 2, and John-san needs to start the next cat.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here looking through a block which is a piece of absolute, just whatever. We're in crisis mode. None of the wood we have bought, none of it is suitable for key blocks. So our back is up against the wall. Johnson, he was here the other day. So what should I do? What should I do? Can't carve it. He took what was the hardest one upstairs.
Yeah.
And just brought back just nothing. It's spongy, just like this one. So I'm just like yesterday. The really only thing now that I can do is head to Ome, go to the shelf, my 100 Poet series.
Yeah.
They're all 100 of them made on wood back in the early Heisei era.
Yeah.
And they're all there. And we're not using them. We're not selling those prints. It's just wood. It's just somebody in the future is going to use and say, ha ha ha, thank you.
Yeah.
Let somebody be me.
Mm.
So I'll go out there today or tomorrow, look through the things, try and find a couple that look good, strong, hard, and bring them back.
So they're full pieces of cherry,
They're
not
full, yes. This was
not like
before. This was Shimano-san. This is before the last blockmaker before he died. Now historically these are not really great because he really set me some crap towards the end of his life. Now whatever the business was coming apart, he was dying. Everything was coming apart. But during the 10 years I was doing that, if we go back to the first couple of years, there must be some good stuff in there. And anyway, compared to what we got now, it is. I mean, I carved all those poets here. It's a gold mine. It's a gold mine. And step one is to identify a few good ones, bring them back here, and if we can, get them split in half to preserve the carved face. Mm-hmm. But what has to happen though, as soon as you split it, that block with the piece of leftover is now going to warp and twist and more it may shrink, which means that if we then try and print those Poet series, the key is now totally distorted. And that's it, just throw away the whole thing because it's pointless. Mm-hmm. So the idea is he would take them out to Kiba, to the big resaw guy, and he would take with him a bunch of plastic bags and stuff. And the instant that it's sliced, quickly, totally wrap up the part that we want to preserve. Seal it from moisture right away. Tape. Bring it back here, and then within like 24 hours or so, paste it down, bond it to a piece of plywood, so that that's stable as we can make it.
Yeah.
It may not be enough. It may still shrink, but at least we got to try.
Yeah.
And then the back half that he's cut off, let that stabilize for a couple of days, and then use it, bang it down, use it.
So you've only, when you did the poets, you only carved on one side.
I only carved. I was a good boy. Most of them, a few of them, I ran into. I needed another block for the colors, and I just needed a patch, whatever. So I carved on the back, and a few of them had double overlaid hair going this way, hair going that way. I carved those in the back. So we don't have 100.
But you have some.
There. We got 90 of them or so up there.
Wow.
And again, towards the end of the series, when he was dying, some of the stuff is really not so good because they were shutting down their business and stuff like this. But it's a mine. Yeah. It's a mine. Yeah. So if I head out there today or tomorrow, identify some of those, bring them back, he will take them out to Kiba. So over the weekend we can get some new blocks made up, I think. It's not what I want to do, but at the moment now we are running out of options. Yeah.
Can you use one of those food vacuum bag machines to vacuum seal the sliced blocks? If we had such a thing.
I guess so. I mean, I don't think that's necessary at the moment. I want to get it wrapped up so it doesn't, dry out or moisten. I think just rolling it in plastic and taping it, it should be enough, And then when I get back here to Osaka.
Fly Fish for One says they did something similar, put the resawed slabs in a vice grip with glued to Baltic birch, and it turned out well. They were stable. So.
Another problem here too, because these are delicately carved. It's a 2 centimeter thick piece of wood. We're going to slice it, but the piece we want to keep, and even while we're slicing it through this giant, stupid train resaw, this is a delicately carved piece of wood.
Yeah.
We got to take this easy. You can't bang it, touch it, but it's not just a rough slab. And those guys are used to dealing with just rough slabs that are going to go through planers and get dressed.
Right.
So that's, REM sounds. We've done this before with some of the old antique blocks we got from auctions. Most of those, they're junk, we just plane off, but some of them we have preserved. We've done this already upstairs. So IM San stands there next to the guy to make sure that they don't just kick it around.
Yeah. Someone's asking, how many prints do you think you might be able to get out of this piece of wood that you're carving at the moment?
Not very many at all. This is awful. It's perhaps, I'm not sure if I'm exaggerating, the worst piece of wood I have ever carved on. And I am really seriously considering abandoning this, actually. The first
Waiting
corner
until-
I tested, the first corner seemed okay, but over the past few days we've been doing this, and a couple of places while I was doing this a few days ago, I was trying to carve some of these trees. It must have been up here. And I'd cut one side of the tree, and then when I went to cut the other side of the tree, the knife didn't go in. The wood sponged inside. And so I had to really slice it to get it in. So this is an unbearable piece of wood.
Wow.
And it will just wear out. So I don't know. Why am I sitting here carving it? We'll see what happens today. If I do find some stuff out in Ome.
You might recarve on
Whatever.
better older wood.
I mean,
Yeah.
practice is practice. It's okay. It doesn't matter.
So is Jed coming back at all, or is he going straight to the con without saying?
He's gone from here. He'll be back Monday morning.
Okay.
He'll be back Monday around noon.
Yeah.
So actually, he won't be doing a screen appearance this year. I'm sorry.
It's today.
Yes, because today's schedule is empty. There's one party in the afternoon. We're finally coming to, and this is an interesting thing that's happened. This is the peak tour season for us has been
Going to see that booking was for today.
Yeah.
Right now.
Last time I tried to do this morning, the browser crashed this morning. The computer crashed, locked up this morning. I tried to look at an email to see what was in the inbox, and it froze. And they said they could see it okay, but I couldn't see anything. It froze here at this end, and then gave me a kernel panic. But they could still see it okay, so I had to restart and set the stream going.
Oh, okay. Sorry, well, I hope that I can just do that again. Repeat. Inbox here.
Yeah, good.
Two from the same person at the same time accidentally hit.
No, it's the double. No, it's a double.
Oh, that's right.
From
Yeah.
two sources. But there's a tragedy of seasons happening here.
Yeah.
And the end of October, beginning of November has been, quote unquote, maple leaf season.
Yeah.
Even though maple leaves are the same as the cherries, they come down from the top as the cherries come up from the bottom. Whatever. But the late October, early November has been, let's go to Japan for the autumn season, late October, early November. Here we are, November 20th, and there's no sign of any maple leaves at all. They're just starting now in Kyoto. Yeah. But you can see by our reservations are now at the tail.
Yeah.
In fact, today there's only one, tomorrow there's only one. So people all over the world have got in their mind, that's the time to go to Japan.
Yeah.
People move it back a month, because they are just now starting. Up in Aomori, maybe they've been there for a few days.
Yeah.
So the whole seasonal thing is dramatically shifted.
Yeah.
Now's the time that people should be arriving here right now. And that's not what's happening. So the whole tourist season is almost a month out of sync with the seasons now. So a tip for anybody next year, not October 31st. You want November 20th or so, depending on where you're going.
Any show and tell today? It's 9:03, so we're still early for it. But just wondering.
I didn't get anything. Didn't even think about it. So with Jed here and everything else going on.
The flood and.
Actually, we could. There's a. Yeah, we could talk about this. Okay. Yeah. We do. It'll maybe take 10 minutes. Give me a note. 10 minutes before the end.
Okay.
I got a present from a young man who was here the other day.
Okay.
That's waiting until I figure out what it is.
Okay. Someone said peak leaves up in the mountains, though. Yes, that's true.
So of course,
when I was
north, you go on the
taking
altitude.
pictures,
Yes. So.
What's the Oguniwashi? It was very beautiful up there.
Did you get much interesting video from doing that? Because this is just the first step of the process, right? So what's the next plan?
What he-san said, in a couple of weeks,
they start the boiling.
Yeah, they're going to do the boiling and stripping of the bark And
But is it not happening like on one day, or that happens over a period of
yeah,
weeks?
it's going to
doesn't it?
take
It's not just a
take some
single
time.
day, sure.
Yeah.
So you got more options. You can
yeah.
combine maybe with a personal trip or something, or
maybe
is that
so.
the idea?
Yeah, thinking about options. But I would like to go up and see that step too.
Yeah. But what I was afraid of was that all of a sudden Morty-san's going to phone. Hey, tomorrow, let's go.
Tomorrow, let's go. No, not
So
again.
you're in touch with him, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I've been keeping in touch.
And how many trips will it take? One was the harvesting. Second
Right.
will be the stripping.
Yep. And then one more later in the winter, I think when they put in the snow, the bleaching.
But that must happen after the bark separation. To
Right.
show.
Oh, yeah, they need to do bark separation too. So,
But these will be overlapping. I mean, once
yeah.
after they've done the boiling, the first batch,
Right.
then that goes out to start stripping, or does it all get dried and hung for a while first?
I'm not sure. So I will try
Reason
to
I
get
ask
some
is
more clarification.
When I did my own
yeah.
set of photos on that years ago, I was able to get a whole photo set in
Yeah.
one day.
In one day, yeah.
Because there were different people doing all these different jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Boiling had started. There was stuff hanging on the rafters drying. There was stuff being stripped.
Yeah.
And there was stuff that had been stripped hanging for drying. So I was able to get a full photo set.
Makes sense.
So rather than going up on the first day they start boiling.
Right,
it
I was
makes
thinking
sense
the
to-
same.
yeah.
Go after they've boiled some,
Got a
so
bunch
that
of
those
batches
might be
finished.
up
Yes,
to
exactly.
to dry, and then I can see them also boil
Yeah.
batch 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Try to hit as many steps per day as possible.
Any updates on those crazy mailing problems from Europe yesterday?
Haven't checked yet, but joke.
Yeah.
One person in here, I think, might have been the customer that I was emailing yesterday,
Which one?
who said Norway's
somewhere.
postie are
Strike.
They're on a strike.
Yeah. It was
for-
in Norway. I thought it was maybe Finland. So it's Norway.
Yeah. I think it was Norway. To check again, but.
But you
they're on
should tell the story
strike,
about that
and
one
then
yesterday, the American one. You know, it's an unbelievable story to show. But
the two kind of opposite problems. One where post office is super careless, and one where the post office is being way too strict. The American one, where I thought they were just careless. We sent a package with tracking, and it went out. The house number was 5 digits. It was like 26400, something like that. I'm not going to name streets or cities or whatever, but so 5 digits. And the customer wrote to me a day or two ago and said, according to tracking, it's been delivered, but I still haven't seen this package. Do you know what's going on? And I wrote and said, no, I'm sorry. Can you contact your post office and
because
see
it shows
what's going on?
delivered, we can't do anything else at this end. Yeah.
Right. And so they contacted the post office and said, they say they delivered it to not 26400, but 26440 on a different street, but it's a 1-minute walk in the same neighborhood. And they said that, yeah, they got it signed and delivered. So he walked over there and asked for it, and they said, nope, we don't have it. So now his package is just gone. We don't know what's gone with it, and the post office won't take any steps to get it to the right place.
So the neighbor actually did take it, and is
Maybe.
pretending they didn't, or this is just some post office dude who threw it in the ditch and it's all been made out.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened, but it's just bizarre.
Problem from our end, if it's got a delivery signature at the U.S. Post Office Center, if the U.S. Post Office has certified delivery, then that's it. We're done.
Yeah.
Insurance here. We can make a
Says, nope,
claim.
it's been
They
delivered.
will ask America. America says it's been delivered.
Yeah.
You know, your customer's telling a lie or something.
But
So
they even admit that they delivered it to the wrong address. They told the guy they went to this number on this street.
then there's got to be a way to get an insurance
There's
claim.
gotta
So
be.
if they've admitted that they screwed up,
Yeah.
then there must be a way to get an insurance claim.
Seriously, because we looked at our copy of the label and it was written correctly and legibly.
Yeah.
So there's post office being way too disinterested in delivering to the right place. And then in Germany, we had the opposite problem. A man ordered a package and we shipped it off to him. And because it arrived in the middle of the week, and apparently
Nobody was
their
home.
post office, yeah, no one was home. Their post office doesn't hold it for very long before sending it back to the sender, is what he told us. So he's like, I'm working most of those weekdays. So he asked his wife to go to the post office to go pick it
that
up.
one. Yeah. You
Yeah.
told me about that. Yeah.
He
They
asked his
wouldn't
wife
give it to her.
They wouldn't give it to her. She brought proof of, or I think he said letters with both of their names on it at that address and their marriage certificate to
They
say,
wouldn't give it to her.
I am married to this person. Please give it to me. And they said no and shipped it back to us. Like, come on, are you kidding me? So one place is being just obnoxiously strict about something. I don't know what they're trying to prove there.
This guy also, I saw him, he said it like they hold it for 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days
Or
and
something
send it
back.
back.
An international package. They put it in the note in your mailbox. And
Yeah.
3 days later, they're going to return it to the original.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
There was one. He said the same guy or something different about it. He said this was Germany or
Yeah.
Netherlands. He said what it seems the backstory is.
Yeah.
The guy's delivering.
Yeah.
But this is a package that because it's from overseas, it's going to need a transaction. We've got to charge you a transaction
The
fee.
VAT or the
So the post
customs.
office guy has to knock on the door. Here you are, and they got to spend 5 minutes collecting money from you.
Yeah.
The post office guy, he's running. He's got to get back. He doesn't want to do this. So even though he can see people are in the house, he puts in the little postcard that says nobody home and sneaks away and takes it back to home base.
Yeah.
Meaning then the people gets the card, they go to the post office and they do the transaction at the counter back at home base. The delivery guy just off on his deliveries, gets his cup of coffee, goes home. So even when you're home, you still get the card in your mailbox.
Yeah,
and
that's
if in 3 days you haven't been there, bang, it comes
Comes
give
back
me a
to Japan.
break. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem for us, Cameron, is a lot of these have been Christmas presents. People,
Yeah.
A, order for people, B, deliver for Christmas.
And now it won't make it in time because it's
Well,
been
they don't
shipped
say
back and
because it's
forth.
stuff, yeah, but we're talking mostly here about the big packages, the tracking big
Yeah,
packages.
yeah.
These gift prints are going as letters.
Right.
Big letter, put in the mailbox, bang, they're gone. There's no
Yeah.
signing, there's no delivery, stuff like this. This is a simple letter.
Yeah.
So these gift prints are mostly untouched by this kind of problem.
Right.
But the people who do shopping here, when they say, please send this home for us, these are the ones that we're finding this problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Post office. Why can't they all be like the Japanese post office?
Yep.
Because nobody wants to work like slaves like the Japanese do. So we're being hypocritical too. We want the advantage of having this glorious system here that works so marvelously. But honestly speaking, the people that run it like as slaves.
Yeah.
So is there a balance between those two things? The German postal worker has days off, he has a pension, whatever he has. He has a work-life balance.
Yeah.
The Japanese guy doesn't. Isn't there some way to build
Somewhere
a
in
system
between.
that has both, efficiency, user-friendliness, competence, and yet the people don't have to be slaves? There must be a way to work this out.
Yeah. They're saying yes, but we'll all go bankrupt. So just pay the people more. But just paying people more means charging a lot more for shipping, which no one wants to do.
So there must be a way. I mean, post offices used to work efficiently in the old days, and surely now with all the automation stuff, the trackings and this and that, why can't they still work efficiently?
Yeah.
Or is it that society in general is in this transition system between these two dramatically different ways of working? I don't know. It's a tough question.
Someone said, I am slightly annoyed that they are must-sign packages. Yeah, we get this question from customers where they say, I don't want to sign for it, but I want tracking, and you get both or nothing.
That's it. So.
We're like, so we don't know how to.
Yeah, there's no way
do
around that
anything
too. If you want tracking, then it's got to be a package that they know it was delivered to your house, and there's no barcode at your front door.
Right.
So you have to be there to sign it.
Or your neighbor, apparently, like in the American one. Where
I think there was a deal. The Amazon driver is here now, actually. They've started this here. There is a way around this, Amazon deliveries here. This is not totally around the board, but we have seen this with some Amazon deliveries. Normally, what's happened is the Amazon guy comes to the door, or the Amazon part-time driver comes to the door, brings it in, somebody here scribbles on a piece of paper, out they go.
Yeah.
They have a huge problem with when they're delivering to houses, people are not home. So it's the return, which costs them an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
So they have a new system now here in Amazon where you don't sign. The driver gets close to your building. he holds up the package, takes a photo of your front door
Yep.
and the building and the tracking, and leaves it there and drives off.
Yep.
Delivered, certified. There it is. There's the photo of the package at your front door.
Yep.
And they've been doing this here. You see the guy, click, he comes in, throws it on the counter, runs away.
Yep. Yep.
That works here in a country where there is not so much, no one is going to really steal
Run
the
off
package from the front door. I don't know how applicable that is in other areas.
Mm-hmm.
So delivery confirmed by photograph.
Yeah. Two people said they have P.O. boxes. Thefts from my mailbox forced us to get one. So, doesn't work for everyone.
You mean at the post office? So you still have to go.
So they have to go pick it up.
So they have to go pick it up.
Yeah, they have to go pick it up at the post office. Oh, wonderful. Bought in, hence it's my Yu-Yu-Do reprint of the Toyokuni fan print from the flea market arrived a couple days ago. So I'm glad it made it.
Yeah, that's the front and back, 2 prints in one. So,
Yeah.
So.
In Finland, they said, they're trying to cut the wages of the postal workers. Yeah, I'm sure that'll result in a strike.
Well, I guess the postal systems are, of course, struggling because it's like the newspapers. Over the past few years, the internet communication has destroyed one of the main revenue sources of newspapers, the classified ads.
Mm-hmm.
So they're now struggling with a business model. And in terms of things like mail delivery, they must have made tons of money on letters
Yeah.
and lost money on parcels. And now letters have been destroyed, taken away by the internet, leaving just
Emails,
the parcels. And I guess they're struggling with a new business model. And I get it. So I get it. I'm not angry at this, but because we're a business that depends on the physical delivery of relatively inexpensive goods,
Yeah.
we're going to be in a hard place here. We can't call FedEx for delivering our woodblock print that costs $30 and pay a $40 FedEx charge.
Yeah.
There goes our subscription business model.
Yep.
And we can't deliver our product digitally by definition. So Neko Hakkei may be facing a not so stable future. That model of selling small scale, inexpensive prints on a monthly postage system may become literally untenable.
Yeah.
What's plan B, Cameron? Got a pension?
I've been paying into the pension. Maybe they'll start paying.
Whatever, if that goes down, we've got to get going on the tool business, whatever. There's lots of
Other things to do, I guess.
or more,
Sell them as full sets.
and more expensive packages.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We chatted about this last week. If the international postal rates go beyond manageable, but yet American domestic postal rates stay reasonable, then we take all the American subscriptions, put them in one box, send them to a central location over there,
Yep.
and have them sent to their final destination by USPS.
Yeah.
Something like this.
Mm-hmm. Said, I couldn't wait for my print to come. Any knock on the door, I ran to see if it was the delivery.
I mean, at the moment, as things stand with current international postal rates, the cheapest way for us to deliver subscription prints to the US would be to gather together 50 or 60 of the subscription orders all at once, send them to Beijing, a friend in Beijing, who would then drop it into the Chinese postal system for delivery to America.
Yeah.
That would cut our postage costs in half. It's not really a sustainable business model, and it's not something we're going to try and do, but that is the facts on the ground at the moment. Because they get preferential postal rates because they are a third world developing country.
That is pretty funny, or not really funny, but interesting that when we send a package to someone and it's the wrong thing or something, they need to send something back, or it got damaged, so they send it back. And I say, please send it back. Least expensive method, we don't need tracking. It's the same method we use to send to them.
Yeah.
So we send it at about $3.50.
Yeah.
And they send it back and say, okay, it cost me $14.50. I'm like, what? Why did it cost 4 times as much?
Because Japan has been part of that preferential system since
Right.
the post-war period, and it should come to an end. Of course.
Yeah.
funny, these things are happening just at the same time we've become an actual company. And here we are, a company dealing with, we have to do planning now for 10 years down the road and stuff. Dave has just been making woodblock prints, and what are we going to do tomorrow? That's not how it works anymore. With 30 employees and international changes taking place in infrastructure, all of a sudden I am now, whether I like it or not, I'm a CEO responsible for the health of this company 5 years down the road, and I'm not good at this, That's really how it works. You screw up now, and yet 5 years later you're in trouble.
Yeah.
How can you keep track of stuff like this? You can see why big companies have paid for consultants and things, because there's so many things that you never see coming.
So many things to consider.
Yeah. Outside people can have a view of these, but if you've missed it, bang, down you go.
Yeah.
No matter how big you are.
Yeah, the same person who I think is the customer in Norway. Or no, Finland, sorry, I'm wrong. So it is Finland that's having the strike. Sorry, you're right. I was mistaken. But says I can order a package from China and get free shipping, and then pay $50 for a similar package from the US.
And that's not the Americans screwing around. That's the UPU, Universal Postal Union, which did a wonderful thing by helping developing economies by giving them preferential postal rates.
But they haven't reevaluated them in a while.
A generation or more.
Yeah. But they're right. One benefit of living in the US is no paying tariffs or taxes for anything under $2,000.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So sensible, so sensible. Although, again, that's also a bit of a barrier for American companies. I mean, if you are in the US selling a product which you have imported overseas, from overseas, including tariffs, because you're a business working at large scale, your customers individually can import the same product without having to pay import duties. So that's a barrier for business. It's a benefit for individual Americans one by one.
Yeah. But we don't get the economies of scale. If I order one random gadget from China, I'm paying a big price for it. But if a company buys 2,000 of them and then resells them in America, then they're paying much, much less for each individual one.
The problem is about what the retail price looks at.
Yeah.
Looks like. So I get it. It's a double-edged sword there. The individuals have all the freedom, but the businesses have a barrier.
Yeah.
We had that back in the music store. We were a business importing sheet music. All the publishers were in the U.S. So we had to import from the U.S., of course, into our shop, paying the GSTs and whatever, the sales tax. It wasn't dutiable. But our individual customers, the school music teachers, could, of course, order straight across the border as they wished.
Oh, so Canada had or does have a similar import duty as the American system?
No, it was the same thing. Businesses over a certain amount of it had to go through the actual process of declaring stuff. The band teacher in Winnipeg drives down to North Dakota, buys the band music, puts it in his trunk and drives back, and nobody cares less what's in there.
Yeah.
This is 40 years ago. I've got no idea what the situation on the ground is now.
In Finland, the no VAT limit is 22 euros and the tariff limit is 150.
The tariff limit is 150. What do you mean?
So I think that means
it's duty on VAT is the sales tax. Duty is import duty on a product you're trying to protect in another country. Yeah. Like there's a lot of woodblock printmaking in Finland.
In Finland, $2,000 sounds insanely high. Yep, it does, but that's the rule for the US.
And most of them, it's not even checked, just the packages just go straight through, bang. I mean, even if we had a woodblock print package with $2,000 of stuff worth it, it's not, it's just straight through. They could care less. The American postal workers, individual package, send it on. Who could care less?
Yeah. So that's what people do in North Dakota. They sell sheet music. That's what someone said.
It was a big place in Bismarck.
Bismarck, North Dakota.
This is history. I've got no idea what it's like now. This may not be in existence. One was in North Dakota, one was in Missoula, Montana, one was in Kansas City. These were our competitors.
Interesting.
Well, they could care less about us. For them, if they got an order from a Canadian band teacher, that was just bonus. And the other bigger factor was the Canadian US dollar, because it used to go like this way and that way and this way and that way. So the Canadian consumers just watch this. And if you're near a border town, over you go.
Yep.
And then
all right, my dollar's strong this week.
6 months later, the Americans are all flooding the Canadian town to buy stuff over there. So it went back and forth over the years. I've got no idea even which way it is right now.
Oh, interesting. Hungary's no VAT rule is under 45 euros. So even though they're...
Hungary?
Yeah, Hungary is... Interesting. I thought that the EU as a whole may have decided that kind of rule as a single rule across the entire union instead of...
No idea. But then a product from one EU country into another EU country, none of this is applicable, right? Is it?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I mean, you're not importing.
Teach us geopolitics.
But when you're living in one EU country, you don't import products from another EU country. You buy products, right? It's supposed to be a single market. That's the idea.
Yeah.
But if they have different rules for products coming from outside, then the exporter like us would target the low duty country, put it in there, and then have it flood to the rest of the EU from there, surely.
Yeah. Within the EU, you don't pay VAT, they say. Yeah.
But if the rules for different countries for incoming is different...
then we could sell them a bunch of prints over to Hungary, and then they'll redistribute to Finland for us. Interesting.
I mean, it's not a joke, actually. This is a way to do that.
Yeah.
But surely that can't be possible.
Yeah.
Otherwise...
Well, it sounds like the limit is so low anyway that... Really... Hello, good morning.
So we couldn't ship them in bulk, you mean?
Yeah, because it's still only 45 euros instead of 22.
Yeah.
But they're asking for that show and tell. They want to know what the book is.
What time is it?
It's time. 9:26. I got excited about
Okay, sorry. Talking about finance.
Imports and finances.
A young man was here a few days ago with his partner. I'm on the screen. I'm going to zoom in
that's zoomed in.
And it's usual story. He came in the door. I didn't even know who he was. He browsed a bit and then, how are you? And then he wanted to talk to me. It turns out he's a big YouTube fan.
Okay.
Big YouTube fan. And I didn't even know his name. I know nothing about this. This is a young man coming in as a fan. And it turns out he is a tattooist. He does tattooing. But not only tattooing, he is doing design and stuff.
Okay.
So he's working as an artist / illustrator / designer, whatever. And he's got his first book out. And his partner, the young lady with him, is the publisher. She has a book publishing company. This man's name was Jan. It's Jan, Jan. And let's find some information that you guys can Google up. He scribbled this into the book while he was here.
Cool.
Let me first get a URL here.
Should I zoom in on that?
Okay. I can never find a title. Look, where's the title?
It's Studies of the Floating World.
Have you got it?
Yeah.
And it's Jan Willem, which I suppose it's Netherlands to show.
Yeah.
And here we are. Is that too small or are we too big? Can you...
That is pretty small.
Okay, let me zoom in. So before we start to look at the book, here's the info about this. There's an ISBN, and there's the publishing name. Collective. Kaisar Collective, all with a K. That looks very Orwell speak to me, but I guess that's the way things are spelled.
Orwell speak.
Okay. And this is his symbol, and that's her symbol. It's a KK, and he is JW. I don't quite see a J there, but that's his ideology. Anyway, very, very pleasant man. Very, very pleasant young man. And
thanks, John, back there.
Huh?
He's got a full link directly to the book.
So, and let's go through. And these are not brush pen drawings. He's got them worked out, and he is studied. It's done what Jed has done.
Yeah.
Studied all the old ukiyo-e stuff, and mostly it was sort of kuniyoshi, yoshitoshi type era stuff.
Yeah.
And the original idea was to provide a base of images that his customers would select from for tattoos and stuff. And I think he's still very much doing that. But also he wants to also put the art out as art by itself, character studies and things. I guess part of it is he's trying to show like how it's done. He's got the grid system that he works and makes these faces and stuff, So. And the guy's competent, obviously. He's pretty competent, So I'm not quite sure what tool he's working with here. This doesn't, to me, look like a Japanese brush. It looks like some kind of soft pen, but it does allow a variation in width.
Yeah. Interesting.
And some of the stuff going through, these are characters, and some of them, they get kind of gruesome towards as we go in, And it's sort of a Hokusai manga type feel, the kind of stuff we see Hokusai doing, drawing parts and practicing and drawing this and drawing that and practicing, and away you go. And if I had found this not in a modern book form, but in a, drawn on washi, we would think there it is. This is a sketchbook from
female characters. It looks like her head's just
Yes, there's a section of
decapitated.
deactivated heads further on down the line here. So, well, it's character studies, it's object studies. Interesting. Just sort of flip through too quickly because there's a part that's a bit more interesting here. We hear
Hyotoko and Oka.
these are cool. These are cool, and he's completely playing with this. This is a traditional kind of image and character, but
Yeah.
he is really totally fooling around with this and putting it into a more modern feel.
Yeah.
And he said he's got people that are tattooed with this stuff. I mean, this is not copied from ukiyo-e. This is the old pipes were.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody's got a cigarette in a beer can into the old ukiyo-e prints. So I guess he knows his clientele. These must be things that are. What have we here? Yokai.
Oh, now there's the woman's head with something going on there. Dozens of eyes, it looks like.
I think that's coming up in the next section. Here we are.
Oh, yeah.
And again, this I don't know. This is something traditional, or is this something he's created? I don't know. I'm sorry.
Not sure, but it's creepy.
I'm not familiar with the reference here at all. We see some hokusai stuff here, of course.
The long neck. Nagakumi, is that what they call
I
it?
don't remember the name. Sorry, the famous umbrella. So some of these are
Classical design.
yeah, classical designs.
Yeah.
Now, here we go. We are now getting into the and these are severed heads in various. I'm not quite sure if that's a tattoo I would want, but he says these are tattoos that he's put on people. So.
Huh. Japanese
Cool stuff,
heads
it's fun,
in
it's
ramen
cool.
bowls. Interesting.
Attributes. Just pieces and characters and bits and pieces and whatever. And then moving on, he goes actually to let me get
Finished design?
Yeah, finished designs.
The North Court.
What's the reference to the old book? Sumo people. The guy can draw. It's fun. The guy can draw. He was very pleasant sitting here chatting about this. Here we go. These look like a takoe. Look like kite designs, kind of.
Yeah. Huh.
I think it was ink wash. And the book, apparently, he said the first run they did of X thousand copies was sold out immediately.
Wow.
And I think, and I was like, really? What? A physical book like this? So he said, yeah, we took it to a tattoo convention. I guess, and maybe he's quite well known in the tattoo world, so in that environment. And I'm really sorry not to be more funny. I just know the young man's name from the book. He might be quite a very well-known person in that field, in that world.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Envy Needles, is that the name of his shop?
I don't know.
There in
I'm
the
sorry.
top right
I
corner.
don't know. And tons of this stuff could, of course, become woodblock prints if there was a workshop able to do it and a market for it, and whatever. He could easily be a competent. Oops, excuse me. Shiba-san, good morning. You will have fun with this book. Take a look at this book later on. Blood, guts, blood and guts, kabuki stories, tattoos. オランダからの兵士です。そう、もらったんです。
He has a few followers on Instagram. About 50,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe he's very well known. I'm sorry to be a bit casual about this. So.
That's really cool.
Anyway, we were very happy. He left the book with me, and he was really enthusiastic. And thank you for the YouTube videos and stuff like that. And left us this book as a present.
Cool.
So the very least we can do.
One of the sold out books?
I guess so. I don't know. Yeah. So very pleasant, but very pleasant young man. And there it is. We got the address and stuff all.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Where was John Becker? I think put in the full link directly to the book.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So it's not a classical show and tell, but there it is, an item of interest. And thank you to the young man for bringing this for us. So.
Very cool.
Okay. What's the setup here? Today is Thursday. I am perhaps out of here to Ome. Anyway, next stream will be Saturday. I'll be back here Saturday morning, all by my lonesome, and I may be carving more of this same block. I may, if I found good wood in Ome, I may decide actually to abandon this block. Yeah. In which case, what will I be doing on Saturday? I don't know. I'll think of something, find something. It's not like I have nothing to do here.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
We will see you next time.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry that Jed didn't come. Yeah, whatever. Win some, lose some.